Hey, it's just you and me today, and I want to talk about something that could literally change your life. How to turn just $500 into real, lasting wealth, even if you've never invested a single dollar before. Now, if you're like most people, you probably think investing is only for the rich, or that you need a finance degree, or that it's just too risky to even try. Maybe you've heard stories of people losing everything, or you're worried you'll make a mistake and regret it forever. But here's the thing. What if I told you that's not the whole story? What if I told you that with the right approach, you can start with as little as $500 and set yourself up for a future you never thought possible? And you don't need to be a Wall Street genius to do it. I know this sounds bold, but I've spent years studying what actually works, learning from people who've built real wealth from scratch, and even testing these strategies myself. I've seen firsthand how ordinary people just like you, have used these simple steps to build financial security, freedom, and even generational wealth. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a proven step-by-step plan for beginners. We'll cover the basics, the mindset, the best places to start, and the biggest mistakes to avoid. And I'll share a personal story that shows you exactly what's possible, even if you're starting small. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's get real for a second. Why should you even care about investing? Why not just save your money in a bank account and call it a day? Here's the truth. If you're only saving, you're actually losing money every year. Inflation eats away at your cash, and your money just sits there doing nothing for you. But when you invest, your money starts working for you even while you sleep. Think about it. Every wealthy person you know, every success story you've heard, they all have one thing in common: they invest. They let their money grow, multiply, and create opportunities. And the best part, you don't need thousands of dollars to get started. In fact, starting with $500 is not just possible, it's smart. Because the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Let me tell you a quick story. When I was just starting out, I had exactly $500 to my name. I was nervous, I was skeptical, but I decided to take the leap. I put that money into a simple, low-cost index fund. I didn't touch it, I didn't try to time the market, I just let it grow. Fast forward a few years, and that $500 had turned into over $200. Not a fortune, but way more than if I'd left it in my bank account. And that's the power of investing. It's not about getting rich overnight, it's about building wealth step by step. Now, I know what you're thinking, but investing is risky. What if I lose my money? Isn't it just gambling? That's the most common belief out there. And honestly, I get it. The news is full of stories about people losing everything in the stock market or getting scammed by some crypto scheme. But here's the truth. Investing is only risky if you don't know what you're doing. If you treat it like gambling, you'll get gambling results. But if you follow a proven plan, focus on the long term, and avoid the hype, you can actually reduce your risk and grow your wealth steadily. Remember this, the biggest risk is not investing at all, because if you do nothing, you're guaranteed to miss out on the growth that could change your life. So what's the secret? How do you invest smart, even as a beginner? Here's the contrarian truth. You don't need to pick the next hot stock or chase after the latest crypto coin. You don't need to be glued to your phone watching the market every day. Instead, you need a simple, repeatable system, one that's been proven to work time and time again. And that system is this: start with what you have. Invest consistently. Focus on low-cost, diversified funds, and let time do the heavy lifting. Let's break that down. Step 1, set your mindset. First, you need to believe that you can do this. Investing isn't just for the rich or the lucky, it's for anyone who's willing to learn and take action. Remember Proverbs 13:11, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about building wealth little by little. Step 2, choose the right account. Next, open an investment account. If you're in the US, that could be a Roth IRA, a traditional IRA, or a regular brokerage account. If you're outside the US, look for a tax-advantaged account in your country. The key is to get started. Step 3, pick your investments. Here's where most people get stuck. They think they need to pick the next Apple or Tesla, but the truth is, the best place to start is with a low-cost index fund or ETF. These funds track the entire market, so you're instantly diversified. You don't have to worry about picking winners and losers. For example, the S&P 500 Index Fund has returned an average of about 10% per year over the long term. That means your $500 could double every 7 years just by sitting there and growing. Step 4, automate and forget. Set up automatic contributions, even if it's just $20 a month. The more consistent you are, the faster your wealth will grow. And don't obsess over the daily ups and downs. The market will go up and down, but over time, it always trends upward. Step 5, avoid the big mistakes. Don't try to time the market. Don't panic and sell when things get rough. Don't chase after the latest fad. Stick to your plan and let time do the work. So why go through all this? What's the real benefit? When you invest, you're not just growing your money, you're buying freedom. Freedom from stress, from living paycheck to paycheck, from worrying about the future. You're also building confidence. Every dollar you invest is a vote for your future self. It's proof that you believe in yourself and that you're willing to take action. And here's the best part. You're setting an example for the people around you. Your friends, your family, your kids, they'll see what you're doing and they'll be inspired to do the same. Remember, the Bible says in Ecclesiastes 11:2, invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. In other words, diversify and don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's ancient wisdom that still holds true today. Let me get personal for a second. When I started, I was just like you. I was nervous, I was skeptical, and I didn't know if it would work. But I took that first step. I invested $500 and I kept adding a little bit every month. There were times when the market dropped and I wanted to pull my money out, but I remembered my plan and I stuck with it. Over time, I watched my money grow. I started to see the power of compound interest, and eventually I realized I wasn't just building wealth, I was building confidence, discipline, and a future I could be proud of. If I can do it, you can too. Now, I want you to do something for me. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment, hit that like button, subscribe. It helps us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and it means the world to me. Plus, you'll get more videos just like this, packed with tips and strategies to help you build wealth and live your best life. And hey, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I read every single one, and I'm here to help you on your journey. So here's the bottom line. You don't need to be rich to start investing. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to take that first step. Start with $500, open an account, pick a simple low-cost fund, automate your contributions, and let time do the rest. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Your future self will thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I believe in you. Now go out there and start building your wealth, one smart step at a time.